The dictionary, for example, is exactly what we have here, a thesaurus, just like that. But all of these are tools that the system provides. It's not something we provide. It's imposed on us in this way. I hope the idea is clear to you all. The idea is just to add the module, All right. So if we move on to the duplicate content and take a look at it, if we look at the duplicate content, oh no, MediaSite has its own training course. Whoa, what's the idea? MediaSite lets you record lectures, not live, just regular recordings. We'll place the lecture here as a video. The video won't be stored here, so it won't take up space. It's a separate training course, but what's the idea behind it? We have a system called MediaSite, and through this system, you can record your lectures, not live lectures with the students, just regular lecture recordings. All right. Then we will place this lecture here within the content. This video won't be in the content file center, so it won't take up space. It's stored on an external MediaSite server, and you access it by clicking Insert MediaSite Content and adding the link. We'll cover MediaSite in the 4th week. This MediaSite, or the video that you recorded, is stored on an external server dedicated to MediaSite, and you just call the link. You call the link by coming here, clicking and saying Insert MediaSite Content, all right? Then you add the link. That's the idea behind MediaSite. We won't explain it now because it will be covered in the 4th week. In the 4th week, God willing, I will be with you in this training, which is a complete training session lasting 3 hours, where we will work on MediaSite itself, how to record, how to edit the recording or the video we made. And then after we finish, we will place the link for this video, which is MediaSite, inside the content here through MediaSite Content. It's just like I'm doing an insert, like I'm creating a web link, but it will come from the MediaSite system. In the 4th week, I'll join you for this training. This 3-hour session covers MediaSite recording. We'll edit the video and link it from MediaSite into the content. It's like inserting a web link from MediaSite. I hope the folder organization is clear, and I want to review these details. How do we edit the recording or video that we made? And how do we then, after we finish, put the link to this video, which is the MediaSite? We put it inside the content here through the MediaSite content, exactly like I am doing an insert, as if I am doing a web link, but it will come from the MediaSite system. Okay. I hope that the organization that we have done, the folders, and that we have added files inside the folders, and I also want to prepare these details. When I told you that you can use video, audio, or images, there's something called the feeder. The feeder here, it retrieves an image from the internet or retrieves a PowerPoint from the internet. For example, you might like a specific PowerPoint from the internet as a file. Instead of uploading the file here and consuming space, you can get the file from a site called SlideShare, or you can get a video clip from YouTube. So how do we do that? Let's try it out. We'll move on to the second module. So we're going to come here and say create, and then we'll say, for example, YouTube video. All right, let's try that out. We'll try it again, and you can choose the language you want from any of the languages. Let's go with English, and we'll type, for example, e-learning. Let's search for e-learning and say search. In front of me, it's currently searching for me on YouTube. It's looking for something specific on YouTube. The idea for you is that you're searching for something specific on YouTube. Of course, it's going to bring up a lot of videos. For example, if you like this video, any of these videos, let's say you liked it. What are you going to do? You're going to come and click on the word select. By putting the video link, leave the name unchanged. It shows the name on YouTube. Edit if you want to change it. Options below show YouTube info. This info includes user, link title, and visibility to student. Say yes to show info. Say no to hide it. Leave as yes to see. Show URL title. Yes shows link. Click send to see. It shows video, URL title, and user. No shows only video, title, and duration. So this information is about the user, the link title, and if I want this info visible to students, if I want it visible, I'll say yes to show YouTube info or no if not. Let's leave it as yes so you can see it. I want to show the URL title. If yes, the link shows up and I'll click send. You'll see it brings up the video, URL title, and user. But if no, all that info won't be there, just the video, title, and duration. Getting something from YouTube is the same as SlideShare. If I say SlideShare, it'll ask what to search for. I'll say search for e-learning. And in what language? It shows the languages. If I say yes, the link will show up too and click send. It shows the video, the URL title, and the user. Choosing no means only the video title, and the duration of this video when needed. Getting from YouTube is like SlideShare. Saying SlideShare prompts a search. I'll search e-learning. It shows languages. Options include Spanish, German, English. Stick with English. Search e-learning and go. It shows results. It brought up 4 options. From a YouTube video, the same idea. A SlideShare presentation. The same idea, which is a SlideShare presentation. If I said a SlideShare presentation and he came and said to me, by God, search. What do you want to search for? I would tell him about e-learning. Okay, in what language? Do you think he is a language learner here? Or I could say the latest, like Spanish, German, or English. All right, I'll say let's stick with English. For example, I want to search for e-learning, and I'll search from the text and say go. It'll bring me something. Yes, it'll show me here. You can see it brought up all these options, or these 4 or 5 options. Yes, these 4 options are: you can preview PowerPoint files before you upload them to Blackboard. You can do a preview, so you can preview slides if you like them. Great. If not, discard. After the preview, you'll select. We'll select to move to Blackboard. The same idea applies here. I decide details to show. I can decide, no, let's not show these details, and then send. You'll notice details are gone. Student sees title and file image. Student clicks view presentation. PowerPoint shows. They flip pages, read, see slides. Click select. The same applies. I can say, no, don't show these, then send. You'll notice details are gone. Students see title and file image. Students click view presentation. PowerPoint shows. They flip pages, read, see slides. This is how to use the project. Same for images. Type a word to search, image appears. Select the image. It's simple. We've covered content. The student knows the title and sees this file or image. Then the student clicks View Presentation button and the PowerPoint appears. They can flip pages, read, and see the slides. The same concept applies to images. We won't explain in detail, but it's similar. Type a word to search an image and it appears. Select the image. Simple. Discussed content. Regarding content, creating elements, files, audio, images, videos, and organizing in folders. We also have tests in elements and assessments. I have a test and an assignment. Tests and assignments have their own training. This was the idea of how to use the project. The same concept applies to images. We won't explain it, but it's the same idea. You'll type a word to search for an image and the image will come up. You'll select the image. It's pretty simple. So we've talked about the part related to content. Now, about the content, while we're making elements, files, audio, images, and videos, and sorting our work in folders, we also have something called tests in the elements and assessments. I have a test and I have an assignment. Of course, tests and assignments have their own training. There are 2 courses that I'll cover. You might get bored, so if you have any questions about them, I can answer quickly. If it's a matter of urgency, Dr. Khaled. Among the things here in the content, while we're creating elements, files, audio, images, and videos, and organizing our work in folders, we have something called tests in the elements and assessments. I have a test and I have an assignment. Of course, tests and assignments have their own training. So there are 2 courses that I'll explain in detail, and I mean really in detail. You might get bored, so I prefer not to explain them now and cover them in their own sessions. But if you have any questions about them, I can quickly respond. If it's an urgent matter, Dr. Khaled. You mean importing from assessments, right? Do you mean importing the test or exporting the test? All right. Exporting the test is simply exporting the test.